Today we will be taking a look at the pre-hard mode boss, Queen Bee in classic mode. Like its name, Queen Bee is literally a queen bee. It is a bee that is larger than other bees you find in the jungle biome. So how does one go about summoning the Queen Bee? You either have to break a larva or use the Abeemination. So where do you find a bee larva? You're going to have to look through the underground jungle biome until you find a beehive. Depending on the size of your world, there will likely be multiple beehives in it. From my experience, each hive will have its own larva. Once you find a hive, you'll have to use the pickaxe to mine into it, and the larva will be sitting on its own platform. When destroyed, the queen bee will appear. To make an Abeemination, you need 5 honey blocks, 1 stinger, 5 hive blocks, and 1 bottled honey. The trickiest item to make will be the honey blocks. Honey blocks are created by mixing water and honey. Honey is produced from destroying hive blocks. Some of those destroyed blocks will release honey. For water, you can use a bucket of water and pour it on the honey. Alternatively, drill some holes and get some water from the jungle to flow to the hive. The stinger is dropped from any hornet or bee you kill in the jungle. Hive blocks are obtained from mining the blocks the hive is made of. And bottled honey can be made with an empty bottle and standing close to the honey. The Abeemination can only be used in the jungle biome, either above or below ground. If you try to use it anywhere else, it will not work and will remain in your inventory. Next, let's talk about the arena setup. To be honest, while in classic mode, I didn't end up using an arena when fighting the Queen Bee. I just stood on the platform, and when she got close enough, I auto-swung my mace and cheesed her. Take note, standing in honey provides you with another strong healing buff. So you can try to set up a honey pool in your arena by breaking the hive blocks. Next, let's talk about equipment. I used a melee weapon. She seems to fly close enough to you where you will have sufficient opportunities to hit her. For all boss battles, you will want to have some basic buffs to increase your odds of success. Consumable buffs come in the form of food buffs and potions. Take note, with food buffs, the buffs do not stack, so don't go eating all your food at once thinking it's going to make you OP. The stat bonuses you will receive will be from the last food item you ate. And here are some easily obtained potion buffs you will always want to be using. Number 1, we have Iron Skin, which increases your defense by 8. Number 2, Regeneration, which increases your life regen by 2 health per second. And 3, Swiftness, which increases your move speed by 25%. And finally, for you archers, the Archery Potion, which increases your damage by 10% and arrow speed by 20%. There are several other potions you'll want later on, however you'll have to catch certain types of fish to craft them. Then we have Furniture buffs. These are buffs you obtain from various pieces of furniture. For example, the Sharpening Station will increase melee damage penetration by 12. Another good one is the Bewitching Table, which increases the max number of minions you can have by 1. The good thing with these furniture buffs is the buff lasts an infinite amount of time, so once you use them, you don't have to worry about reusing them again until you die or leave the game. And finally, we have environmental buffs. These include the buffs from the campfires and heart lanterns. The Dryad NPC will give you a buff if you are close to it during battle. For more information on buffs, check out the buffs page on the Terraria fandom website or my buffs video. And lastly, let's talk about the battle. The Queen Bee has 3 attack phases. In phase 1, she will fly to the same horizontal level as your character and fly back and forth trying to ram you. In phase 2, she will hover and spawn bees. And in phase 3, she will fire poisonous stingers at you while hovering. If you're standing on the platform that the larva was on and have a melee weapon, you can get a bunch of free attacks if she hovers close to you while in this phase. If you summon Queen Bee on the surface, she will enter an enraged state sooner, increasing her attack speed and making her more aggressive. Should you leave the jungle biome, the Queen Bee will follow you, but will be less aggressive. And now here's a video of my battle with a Queen Bee. Okay, I made somebody mad. Holy, she's strong. Use Iron Skin. Thorns. Okay, let's go. Wow, this feels like really cheesy, but I'm just gonna put down some campfire. I don't even have to do anything. This feels really anticlimactic, doesn't it? Thanks for watching, and subscribe here to get more from the show. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I go live, as I'd love to meet you. For the month of January 2023, I will be streaming on Fridays at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alternatively, you can be notified of the streams on my Discord server, of which the link is in the description.